Hi everyone, it's Jen from Jen's Junk Journal Gems. I thought I would redo a video that I did a few months ago when I made this bookmark here. I had a monarch fly into the grill of my vehicle and was deceased when I pulled into the driveway. So I've taken her wings and I made a bookmark. So what happened was when I was doing the video, I had to do it in segments and did pausing and all that, and iMovie wouldn't allow me to piece it all together. So I've got like 6 videos of how I actually made it. Excuse me. And I thought it would be easier instead of watching, 3 or 4 minute video, times 4 or 5 times, to actually get the project in its completion, then I'm going to do this video today. So what I did was, I've got some cardstock here, and I've cut out the size that I want based upon one of the wings, and I'm going to do another wing one, I think. And then what I did was, once I cut out the cardstock, so it's going to be like this. Doesn't matter if it's front or back. So what I did was I placed the cutout piece here, and I laid out what the wing diameter was around to make sure that my window was going to be big enough. And then I penciled in a square, and then I took my X-Acto and I just cut the center, and then I cut all the way around and just punched out the hole. So this tool is really handy. I do have a video on the X-Acto knife that I have here. Plus it came with a self-healing mat. So I find this really handy for, intricate work like I'm doing now. It would be way too difficult for me to cut this around with scissors. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces here. Excuse me. I've got a frog in my throat today. Then I've got the archival plastic here, and you have to be really careful that you don't have any kind of dust particles. It's a magnifying glass for dust or little hairs or lint or anything. So you want to be mindful that these are perfectly clean before you glue your whatever your item is going to be onto it. So this is going to be one of the sides. So I'm going to, no, actually, you know what? I'm mistaken. I think I wanted this as the back. Yeah, I think I did. Instead of the green. Yes, I did. So what I'm going to do quickly now, before I glue on my archival stuff, I'm going to just give the center a little bit of color here with the vintage photo. And if you're watching this, it's January of 2020, and it is so cold today. It's minus 24 with the wind chill. So I found myself wanting to load up the wood stove and get up here to my craft desk. Excuse me, I'm in central Canada, and our winters can get pretty brutal here. Last winter we had almost 6 feet of snow. So my Canadian viewers will know exactly where I am. I'm in Muskoka, Ontario, on 10 acres in the middle of nowhere, and I love it. All right, so that one's done. Let me just do this one really quickly. Now you can put anything in here. I do have a dried dragonfly that I found in my recycle bin over the summertime, and I put it in a baggie, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Because the dragonfly isn't completely flat, it would have made gluing the archival pieces together, it would have rippled and it wouldn't have been nice. So that was my original intention, is to put the dragonfly in the center window here from my bookmark, but it's not happening. So I've got the 4 Monarch wings, so I'll take advantage of that. Now too, just to show you, I grow cosmos annual in the summertime, and I just took a piece of parchment paper and I pressed some of the flowers in a very heavy book. So one of my bookmarks is going to have this in the window, and it's actually, let me see if I can pick one up here without damaging it. You can see the seed head, so that's the top of the flower. And the back of the flower is just as pretty. That's the underneath the flower where the stem is attached. Anyhow, I've got a video about how to dry flowers and ferns and that kind of thing. So keep that in mind too. There's lots that you can do when your garden's coming to an end. All right, excuse me. I'm sorry for my froggy throat today. All right, I'm just going to make sure that this is completely clean, which it appears it is. And I'm going to glue it to the back side of the piece here. Now I'm coming to the end of my glue, so it's going to be a bit messy, I think. Hopefully not too messy. And again, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll see the comedy of errors. Sometimes I use too much glue and it seeps out, and oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm having fun, and that's what counts, right? So let me just, I'm going to be Captain Obvious here and tell you that your window has to be bigger than your not the window, the archival has to be bigger than your window, so you're able to glue it. I know you probably know that, but I feel compelled to tell you anyway. All right, so what's going to happen now is I'm just going to double check again that there's no little hairs or anything. You don't want something like that poking through. Once you glue your wing or whatever you're using. These are so delicate, I have to be careful. You know what? I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this one here. It's a little bit bigger. Now, again, it doesn't matter which way you set the wing or whatever you're using, because you're going to be able to see it from both sides. Let me just put this one back. Oops. Okay. Now I want to try and use as less glue as I can. I could probably just glue the other archival piece on top of it, but I don't want the wing moving around. So I'm going to do, sorry about that. I'm going to do the tiniest bit of glue. Of course, my phone is on low battery here, so I'll try and be as quick as I can. Just going to put it in a couple of different spots just to secure it from moving around. That's really all I want to do. And I think I'll just put it just like that. Okay, that's enough of that. Now I'm going to get the last piece here. Glue it over top. Oh no. I got a piece of glue. Because I'm almost at the end of my glue, it's all stringy, and I just got it in the window. Okay, it's off now. When you get when you get down to the bottom of your glue, it has those little end trails there, which are a pain, especially if you're doing work like this. You don't want any of them showing. Again, triple check that there's nothing on here, because once it's laid down, you won't be able to fix it. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the other side, so I'm just going to, well, I've got the glue all handy here. Try and get the edges down. And I cut the bigger piece, the two bigger pieces here, I cut them with scissors. So instead of using my paper cutter, if I find that there's any kind of discrepancy because I did use scissors, then after all of this is dry, I will, let me just get this out of the way. I will trim off any pieces if I find that I didn't cut them evenly. Now the good thing about 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac is that I can pick this up, move it around, and make sure that everything is straight. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Look at the colors on that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just absolutely stunning. So I am gonna have to do a little bit of trimming, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to edge the bookmark with the Distress ink here. Okay, just a short little video, 13 minutes long. I kept it pretty short for you, but that is the process of making a bookmark with a window. Please let me know down in the comments whether or not you've enjoyed this video, and whether or not maybe I've sparked some of your creative juices. Let me know if you've made one and what you made it with. I'd be interested to know. All right, everyone, take care. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.